Okay, we're gonna talk about gets just two-man games or two-man actions, if you don't like the vernacular, two-man games, where there's a pass and then there's potential to the term get is you go get your pass. So it's kind of a pass and follow situation, pass and switch situation where the player that receives the puck ends up being the picker or the creator of the space. And a couple different ways that this can happen. Actually, an infinite number of ways this can happen, right? Because when we're teaching principles of the game, there are no sets and there are no do it this way. But a couple places that gets can be useful, and especially if you're introducing this concept, introducing it via a constraints-led approach in an ecological dynamic way, if you're into that, you want to create an offensive advantage off the hop. So, would this be great if this starts happening 5-on-5 in a game this weekend for you guys? Absolutely. Um, would it be better introduced 5-on-4, 5-on-3, 5-on-2, 3-on-1, um, in a numbers up already given situation? Probably. So, it's best highlighted on like the power play if you're gonna look at this, and that's what we're gonna look at right now. So gets don't happen in any of these clips, but I'm gonna show you how they could. So here's your first one. I've slowed the video down because I've been having issues with playback when I play it at full speed. It just ends up really choppy. So it's half speed and with the intention that hopefully it provides a better viewing experience for you as I'm recording this stuff through Zoom. So pass goes from Petrie point to flank, and then the puck is going to go back to Petrie. And this is where I think that you could start to see gets if NHL teams or even youth teams want to start playing more principled and less structured. So as this puck goes back to Petrie, okay, there's space here to attack. And he could attack his individual check, which is Brat right here, 63 white. He could attack straight downhill on first touch. Could open up Tarasenko more. Tarasenko's already pretty open if this puck just swings to him. But there's potential to run a get here. I believe this is Bergeron. So if Petrie just either attacks downhill, he could flip his ass and just kind of be in this puck protection thing and wait for Bergeron to come over top. That would create some deception. And let me draw this because obviously it didn't happen. So Petrie could come down a little bit into this space. Again, he could flip and legitimately turn backwards. Floorball players do this, and he could even swing back open and reject this get, which we'll get to in a minute. I can break that down too. But he can drop into this space a little bit. Bergeron can take off over top of this. Okay, come this way. Petrie could do an even better job if Petrie skates a little bit at Bergeron's check. So, version 2 of this is attack a little bit this way. Protect the puck, obviously. Bergeron comes over top. Petrie can skate at his check. This guy's going to come into this space because that's his shot block responsibility. Okay. And then instead of just creating an overload, what a get does, or what I think it could do, because I'm not seeing this at the highest level, but what I believe it can do is create an even greater numbers advantage. So right now, this puck's going to swing to Tarasenko in the game, and he's just going to walk into space and shoot. And he has a 3-on-2 numbers advantage at the net. Great. Awesome. Clear this. If Bergeron gets here, these two players end up getting lost in the shuffle. Bergeron ends up over here with massive speed differential. So you can imagine Bergeron over here now. Tarasenko can obviously read off that. He doesn't need to be in this space anymore. He can drop. He can even cut through the middle into the dot lane to create a seam. These two guys can work together to get backside, especially if you have a lefty over here who can get onto his one-time side as well. All right. But what a get can do is if these two players come into the same space, Bergeron with his speed differential can get past that into a dangerous area. Now you have a 4-on-2 instead of changing sides right here and having a 3-on-2 at the net. Now you change sides and have a 4-on-2 at the net. Bergeron attacking this space with speed. These two guys are eliminated. And then you have Tarasenko hopefully moving into space somewhere. Okay. These guys can even run a little pick play here to create more space for Tarasenko to work through the seam. There. So, a lot thrown at you, but essentially, let me clear this out. A get, again, the too long didn't read of this is if it goes flank to point and this player comes out, massive speed differential, attacking the slot, dropping two players, drawing two, playing through. Talked about that concept before. And then just compounding your advantage from a 3-on-2 into a 4-on-2. I'd like our odds more with more of an advantage to score. So that's what I'll throw at you for right now. There's more we can do on gets, and there's more examples where it can be beneficial. I can do that in a different video.